I'd love to jump in and see what the product is all about. Should we move
Yeah.
into seeing the demo?
So the use case that I'm going to share is how you can automatically email everybody comes to your website but hasn't converted yet to get them to come back and book a
Mhm.
demo. What I'm showing you here is what I want real RevOps folks who and demand gen folks who are trying to grow in their career and really take on more responsibility in their organization to help their teams move toward what's called a signal-based selling motion. And what this means is you take the warm signals, the left side of the graph, of who is showing intent, who is interested and who's in market now, and then using automation and AI and A/B testing, you push those warm signals immediately, 24/7, using code to the channels that you want to engage and reach out to prospects in. And for some companies, your certain signals will be more valuable and certain channels will be more valuable, and Warmly enables that. So diving into the tool, Warmly will show you a list of all your warm leads, and I've filtered my leads in the past week that are between our core ICP of 20 and 500. And then I might say, well, I also want to look at people who are closed, lost opportunities who've actually returned in the past. So, before we tried to get Furman Technologies, but it actually looks like even though they were closed, lost, they've come back to us in the past week and their COO visited our website. And so we might want to reach back out, but you wouldn't know that unless you had Warmly. And so now that I know that Tim has come back after all this time, which is exciting, I can coordinate a reach out. What I do want to toss on screen real quick is showing just quickly how Warmly can literally show you the revenue we've made for you. And so this basically shows that Warmly has driven about $500,000 in revenue for Warmly, which is kind of meta, but some of that has come from automatically emailing folks, and some of that has come from automatically chat messaging folks on the website. So big ROI in what I'm about to show you. And so going back to this sort of example of here's a hot lead that we should be reaching out to, I could manually reach out to it, but I'm actually going to use our AI prospector feature to do so. And so what this does is it says, okay, for everyone who's a hot lead, and right now I'm defining hot lead by in our ICP, excluding competitors, not an existing customer, and has spent more than 10 seconds on our website, reach out to them. And so what we'll do is we'll either reach out to, if we know the contact, i.e. the person who visited your website, we can email them. But if we don't, we'll fall back to pull the 8 most likely people who could have come by your website. So if we know that somebody from Furman Technologies has come by the website, but we don't know the name of the person, we can pull all the personas that you sell to. You can just see some examples and pull those contacts. And then once we pull those contacts, we'll then automatically reach out to them. So it's the beginning of the month. This sort of workflow, which we have dozens, has automatically reached out to 7 people who've exhibited hot intent. And so in this case, here's a couple of people at the company Botify, Smart Management, and Where IQ. And these were automatically reached out to. And so again, we detected intent, warm leads, and then we automatically reached out to them. And you might ask yourself, what are the reply rates of some of the people who come by? Well, check this out. What I'm showing you here is a screenshot from Warmly's own outreach instance, which shows you for our automated emails that go out, what are the reply rates? And so for the example that I gave of us emailing that hot lead, it was a closed lost opportunity who revisited our website, they will fall into this fully automated AI prospector sequence. And so you can see, again, this is 1,766 people in the last month were enrolled in this, and we got a 5% reply rate. Now, right, that from cold outbound by email, your typical reply rates now are 0.5%. So this is a 10x higher reply rate than you might typically see. So I'll pause there for any questions, but just kind of showing the workflow in action.
No, I think the 5% is really impressive, and I agree with that. Anytime when you see 5%, you're probably becoming suspicious because you say it's too good to be true.